you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans.
12 seconds remaining, Jackson. Time it over!
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
The time has come once again for varsity wrestling action here on LDTV Sports, where we're getting set to watch the Seneca Golden Eagles take on the Cherokee Chiefs in varsity wrestling action. As always, a great big how you doing from the announcers. I'm Jack Watson, joined by Mr. Scott Gloster. Now, Scott, what do you see in this one?
Well, this is always a good matchup. This is a district contest, so Seneca comes in here to Cherokee needing a win. They're both on the cusp of the playoffs, Jack, and tonight's the cutoff for the state tournament for team championships. So I look for both teams to be at the top of their game. Couple of injuries possibly could spell a tough time for Cherokee tonight, but I look for great action here on the mat tonight.
Now, the last time I saw Cherokee in action, they were dominant. A very good performance from them indeed. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go away.
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford, 609-654-4023. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000. extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
Thank you once again for joining us here on LDTV Sports, where we're getting set to watch the Cherokee Chiefs at home take on the Seneca Golden Eagles varsity wrestling action. Jack Watson and Scott Glossner in the booth for you. The Seneca Golden Eagles are 14-5, and the Chiefs 13-8. And with that, we'll take it to our AXA Equitable keys to the game. And AXA Equitable has been providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident, and that number is 732-452-7275. Now let's take a look at those keys, shall we? So firstly, both squads are going to want to win their close matches.
Yeah, this is going to be, these teams are very, very evenly matched, Jack. And you're going to see some 1- and 2-point matches that whoever wins those matches is going to be the victor in this total team match tonight.
And in those close matches, they're going to need to watch their bonus points.
Yeah, that's in every match. If you get put on your back, you need to get off. You can't give up that pin where it'll cost you 16 points. Fight off your back. Try to limit the bonus points. Keep it to a regular decision for 3. Don't give up those 1-point, 2-point, 3-point bonuses.
And that concludes our AXA Equitable keys to the game. So as we can see, Seneca Golden Eagles visiting the Cherokee Chiefs. Now, last time we saw Cherokee, Scott and I witnessed a big win over the Shawnee Renegades.
Yeah, the Chiefs have had some difficult times with a couple of weight classes here in the last few days. Don't know how the status of their 6 and 13 pounders are, and that could, Seneca's very healthy. Seneca's wrestled very well lately. Cherokee has been on a little bit of a downslide the last couple of matches. So I look for Cherokee's going to have to come out and really take it to him tonight.
And with that, we'll be right back here on LDTV Sports. Don't go away.
Beginning with the 2015-2016 school year, the Lenape Regional High School District is adopting a new 4-day rotating schedule. This schedule results in many added benefits for students, including increased instructional time, fewer course conflicts, and additional opportunities for character and community building. Before detailing the new schedule, let's first review the previous 13-period schedule that was used throughout the district. This schedule includes 4 42-minute classes, periods 1, 2, 3, and 13. The remaining 9 classes are composed of even-numbered periods, which are 25 minutes, and odd-numbered periods, which are 12 minutes, and a 5-minute break between each for students and staff to pass from one room to another. These abbreviated periods allow for the staggering of student lunch periods throughout the day. When students are not eating lunch, they remain in the same classroom for an even period, an odd period, and the 5-minute break between. This time adds up to 42 minutes, the same as the other 4 standard class periods. However, this schedule does present limitations, particularly in course availability for students. In most cases, the lunch period a student has dictates the courses available to them. For example, if French 3 was only offered during period 5-6, only students with 4th period lunch could take the class, without being forced to take a split study hall to fill in their schedule, and thus only attending 7 instructional periods. A solution to this scheduling conflict could be to change the period that French 3 is offered, but solving one student's conflict potentially creates conflicts for hundreds of other students. Another drawback with the previous schedule is that students and faculty spend a great deal of time each day just getting from class to class. Due to the 13-period school day, and allowing 5 minutes to get from one room to another, the previous schedule had 45 minutes of passing time each day. Add to that a 10-minute homeroom and 25-minute lunch period, and there are 80 minutes per day that are unavailable for instruction. The new 4-day rotating schedule has 2 main instructional wheels, separated by a 50-minute lunch and learn time. In the AM wheel, periods 1 through 4 meet before lunch, an average of 4 times per week on a daily rotation. In the PM wheel, periods 5 through 8 meet after lunch, an average of 4 times per week, also on a daily rotation. Each instructional period grows from the previous 42 minutes to 57 minutes. By increasing the instructional time, teachers have more time to direct active learning and instructional strategies like group work, collaboration, peer editing, labs, and hands-on projects. With fewer classes meeting per day and only 20 minutes of passing time needed, the new 4-day rotating schedule has less than half the time spent getting from class to class than the previous schedule, resulting in 25 minutes reclaimed for more meaningful activities. When added to the traditional 25-minute lunch, the result is a 50-minute community lunch and learn period. Lunch and learn is not only a time for the school community to eat and refuel, but an opportunity for students to get extra help from teachers, catch up on assignments, and meet with clubs and organizations. Many students cannot stay after school for extra help, have other obligations, or simply don't want to miss the bus. Students are more apt to get involved when time is built into the school day. Students also have the ability to eat lunch with whom they want to, rather than whom they're scheduled with, in numerous areas around the school. Areas like the Media Center will be accessible for students to meet with peer study groups and research projects. Teachers can choose to be available for extra help. Volunteer activity advisors can hold their club meetings. TV broadcasting students can produce daily news shows. Students can get a head start on their homework. The community lunch and learn can be as great as the staff and students make it. The Lenape District respects students and knows that when given the opportunity, They will make responsible decisions that will help to develop their character and leadership. To review, in the new 4-day rotating schedule, every class meets an average of 4 times per week, but for longer, more concentrated periods of time. There are fewer course conflicts, and by not having all 8 classes meet each day, more time is spent on instruction rather than walking the hallways. The new Community Lunch and Learn allows students to direct their free time based on what they need. It fosters a family atmosphere that promotes self-direction, independence, responsibility, and accountability. Our high school courses prepare students for academic success in college. The 4-day rotating schedule can help prepare them too. It provides a natural transition from the traditional 7 or 8 period schedule, where every class meets every day, used by most middle schools, to a schedule that will better prepare students for some of the otherwise intangible skills needed for college, like making wise, independent decisions on a daily basis.
And welcome back to the home of the Chiefs. We're here at Cherokee High School. Cherokee country.
Will begin at 160 pounds.
It's a nice moment here, senior night. It's a great moment in every sport when you can honor the seniors that have put in so much time, and especially in wrestling, and the parents that do so much for their kids, not only in this sport, but in all sports.
Jesse Strab. Wrestling for Seneca at 182 pounds. Casey.
And with that, we'll take it to our AXA Equitable Sideline Report, sponsored by AXA Equitable, which has been providing millions of customers with life insurance, annuities, and other needs-based products since 1859. AXA Equitable, be life confident. That number is 732-452-7275. Now let's send it down to Sam Borrow with our sideline report.
All right, thanks, Jack. I talked to Coach Booth before the game. He's the coach from Cherokee. He told me that he's hoping that the strengths this season, the upper weights will prove to be a positive in the game or the match today. And his biggest challenge, it said that the team has trouble with winning close matches and giving up bonus points. I also talked to assistant coach Colombo before the game today, or the match, and he's from Seneca. He told me that the challenge for the team today will be individual matchups, and he's hoping that the heart the team has will assist in gaining a win today, and also the fact that they battle every match as equally as every other match. Back to you guys.
For Seneca at 126 pounds, Jeff Lake. And for Cherokee, Nick Maffa.
Introductions going on right now.
Randy Black. And for
Of course,
Cherokee,
you know, the guys they introduced, Jack, as you know, we've done a few of these now. Doesn't necessarily mean that's who we're going to see at that particular weight class. So we're kind of at the mercy of the coaches' decisions of what they want to do. And of course, then we'll see who they send out. Matchups are key. Who you want to get yourself in an advantageous position to put yourself in the best position to win, because we're going to have a lot of close matches tonight.
Finally tonight at 152 pounds, for Seneca, Samuel Jordan. And for Cherokee, Jacob Reese.
And we've gone full circle with the announcement of our starting wrestlers. And we are almost ready to get it underway.
I believe that's Nick Papa, our referee tonight, one of the better ones in South Jersey, so he'll call the captains and coaches out to the middle. They'll all shake hands, wish each other good luck. Mr. Papa will then flip the disc red or green, and it'll be the choice of who has the odds and who has the even matches. Flip goes to green, that'll be Seneca. We'll have to wait and see. I couldn't hear who has the choice. And that's important, because that gives you choice. Not only after the first period does it give you choice, but it means that whoever has the choice has to send out their wrestler first. So we'll take a look, and whoever has choice at the end of the first period is going to be the one who gets the odd or the evens.
And we start out at the 160 weight class.
Cherokee must have the odd, because they went first. It's going to be Sam Jordan for Seneca.
And we are underway here at Cherokee High
I think
School.
that's Jared Barlow for the Chiefs.
Trying to get down low here. Jordan goes for both arms of Barlow.
Looks like he was going to go for a front headlock there and then gave up on it.
And they've met each other at the clinch and going for the single leg takedown on the left leg of Barlow. Unsuccessful there, Sam Jordan. And they're out of bounds. They'll start from the center.
Sam Jordan, of course, one half of the Twins. We'll see his brother Roosevelt a little bit later on tonight. Jared Barlow is senior, one of the Seneca Cherokee wrestlers who was, honored his parents tonight and was honored himself for his commitment to the wrestling program here at Cherokee. A little bit of feeling out, hand fighting there.
And they go out of bounds once more. And they start from the neutral. They tap each other's head and they're back in the clinch.
Yeah, collar and elbow tie for both of them. Now here what you want to do, Jack, is get the inside control. And you saw Barlow got it, and that enabled him to get a good shot in, but couldn't finish it. Nice defense by Sam Jordan.
Looked like Barlow was going for two legs there.
Yeah,
Couldn't settle for one.
It's called a high crotch. He went in for the one and tried to switch off to the double, but Sam Jordan with a nice defense there was able to block the shot by Jared Barlow. Especially important when you get down near the end of the period, what we refer to as short time or prime time, those last 10 seconds or so in the period. If you can score points in those last 10 seconds, it can be a very demoralizing thing to your opponent and a very uplifting thing to yourself and your team.
Both opponents going for the legs as we dwindle down to just seconds left.
Looks like we're going to have a scoreless opening period. Cherokee does have choice, so they have the odds. Barlow chooses defense.
So we put 2 minutes on the clock for the second period of action. Barlow, who started from down, on his feet now.
Looking for a tilt here. A little too high. He's trying to get the tilt. No count by the ref. That was close. Got to be 45 degrees, and you got to be within a few inches of the mat. Jared Barlow did a nice job of defending that. Just need a little more elevation there with that right leg for Sam. He's got a leg in, a cross body ride.
Barlow pushing down on that right leg.
They're trying to step through and Turk that leg. If he hooks that bottom leg or that right leg, it's what's called a Turk. And it can be very, gets the guy's hips turned, and that's really what you want to do. Now he's looking for getting the hips up, trying for a near side cradle maybe. Sam's got to get his hips off the mat. Jared Barlow's got to keep going to his left here. There he is. You see him circling left like that, Jack. Still control for Green, which is Seneca. But he lost control. There's a reversal. First points of the match go to Jared Barlow. Now he puts a leg in on the left side. Could be a stalemate here anytime now. Neither wrestler's improving their position. Quite frankly, surprised they let him wrestle there. I probably would have stalemated that if I was the official.
But nevertheless, 2 minutes go by in the second. And it comes down to the third now.
2-0 for Barlow, and now Sam Jordan will take bottom. He's either got to get the reversal to tie it up or get an escape and then a takedown to possibly take a lead. Jared Barlow needs to ride him tough on the top here. Jordan trying to get wrist control on the bottom. Jared Barlow trying to keep those hips flat, throws a half Nelson in. Now he's got a cradle locked. Nice tight waist ride there by Jared Barlow, keeping the pressure right on the hips of Sam Jordan. Sam's got to work to get a base up on the bottom. Jared Barlow's got to work to try to turn him. Doing a nice job of riding him right now. It's like he's got a bar, and he does. With the right arm, he's got a bar and across his back.
And they're out.
It might have been a break there for Sam Jordan because he wasn't in a very good position there. Things you got to do when you're on bottom is when that whistle, you got to be ready for that whistle. You got to explode off the bottom. There wasn't much there for young Mr. Jordan. Made it a little easy for Barlow to break him down. Jared's doing a nice job of riding here on top. Got a cross wrist now. Looking to get a bar in with the left hand now.
40 to go in the third. Barlow with the lead. Jordan very close to being out. Less than 30 to go now, and they're both out.
And now you got to make something happen if you're Sam Jordan. You're less than 24 seconds to go. 23.5 on the big clock. Haven't seen that good first move that I've seen from Sam, doing their matches at home. At Seneca, I haven't seen the good motion that Sam normally has on the bottom tonight. Jared Barlow 10 seconds away from a big win, and this is one of those close matches that we talked about, Jack, at the beginning. And this one looks like it's going to go the way of the Chiefs. 2-1 now, but not enough time left. Nice decision win, and there's one of those close matches that goes the way of Cherokee. A 1-point victory for Jared Barlow and puts the Chiefs up 3-0 on the team score.
Very closely fought matchup indeed. And that concludes the 160s. Sam Jordan falls to Jared Barlow.
It'll be Kyle Umbahauer here for Seneca. Is that Streb? Looking like Jesse Streb for the Chiefs. It's a good matchup here. Streb's very successful wrestling career at Cherokee so far, and he's a senior also, and so is Umbahauer, who's been a successful wrestler. So this is one of what we call a marquee matchup here, Jack. And quickly a takedown for Streb. Nice shot and good finish. Umbahauer with good hand control and a sit and turn for an escape.
That'll put him within one, as 30 seconds are off the clock. Now both wrestlers on their feet, working with each other's hands.
Yeah, it's important when you're on your feet to control the other person's hands. And another good shot by Streb. Good strength showing there. Now that's not a takedown until he's going to give it to him. Notice how Streb's toes stayed inside. Great job by Jesse Streb keeping the toes inbounds and getting the 2 for his second takedown of the match. Had he let that foot go out, either foot would have been no takedown, but he dragged the toes almost like a wide receiver does in football, resulting in another takedown and a 4-1 lead for Jesse Streb. idea, the bottom guy, you got to build a base. There, Kyle's building the base. Streb's riding tough, though. Got a cross wrist underneath. Oh, he's looking for what we call a fish hook. Maybe a pump handle there. Ball and chain, sometimes called. We're trying to stuff him right over his head. If he lifts that arm that he's got between his legs and stuffs the head, he might have got him there. Cobb did a nice job of getting back to his belly.
Elbows in. Head up. Feel that off. Head up. No, head up. You got to peel that off. You got to peel it and keep it. Fight that.
Umbahauer on the bottom still. Both wrestlers worming their way away from the out-of-bounds marker as we conclude the first period of action. Jesse Streb has the lead, 4-1, going into the second.
Be interesting. Choice will go to Seneca. They defer to Cherokee, and Jordan Krug will take down. It'll be interesting to see whether, as the match goes along, if he's not able to turn Kyle Umbahauer, whether he lets him up, and tries to take him down. You you keep letting the guy up and taking him down. Obviously, you're getting 2 points to his every one to try to get to that 8-point major spot.
You just do what works,
Yeah, well, you saw two pretty easy takedowns for Jordan Krug in that first period. Looking for a back tilt here, it looks like. And there's the escape to make it 5. Now if he gets a quick takedown here, it wouldn't surprise me if Coach Booth and the coaching staff says let him up and let's go on our feet.
They're both out there. That'll stop play. And you saw Streb go in there for a takedown, but blocked away by Umbahauer. And they're back in the neutral. Now that right leg of Streb was targeted by Umbahauer.
Yeah, there's the power, though. You notice the power, the drive through. It wasn't a question of just getting to the leg. He went through the leg, and that's important. Now it'll be interesting. You still have 50 seconds left. I wonder if Coach is going to tell him to cut him. He's working. Oh, got a bar. No, he won't now. Oh, bar and a half.
That's it. Keep that hand. Elbow tight. Work your hands up. There you go.
Lost the bar and the half, so now let's start over again. Tried to roll that left wrist out of Kyle Umbahauer into a hammer lock. Keep the shoulder pressure. Umbahauer's hips pop up, so Streb goes back, or if Krug goes back, Krug goes back behind. Choice will go to Umbahauer. It'll be interesting to see what he does. He hasn't gotten out from the bottom, couldn't hold him down from the top, and couldn't take him down. So it's going to give Coach Bauer quite the dilemma about what position to choose here in the third period. I figured he put him on top. I kind of thought he might. Kyle's got a very nasty cradle if he can get it on, but Streb's pretty tough. He's got strong hands.
Come on, Kyle, let's go.
And they're both very quickly out.
Had a 2-on-1, but broken nicely by Krug there. Trying to roll the wrist in under his body, and Krug keeps him wide. Gets back to his feet, works on the hand control now. He needs to get his hips away. Oh, nice cut and turn. Now 8-1. Now if he gets the takedown, that'll give him the major that he's looking for. A minute and a half to go in period number 3. Jordan Krug just 1 point away from a major decision, which is one of those bonus points we talked about. 8 to 14 point victory gets you 4 points instead of 3 for the team. So now it's the work of Kyle Umbauer to try to prevent that. In, but didn't get much. Notice the difference on the penetration between Krug's shot and Umbauer's shot. And there's a spin, nice, and there's your takedown, and there's your 9-point lead for Krug. Now he'll go to work to try to turn him. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep calling him Krug. It's Jesse Streb. My apologies. Keep looking down at my sheet. We're at 170. Tight waist ride there by Jesse Streb. Keeping the pressure on Umbauer, making him carry his weight, and that's important too. It makes it very tough on the bottom wrestler when you're carrying, in this case, 170 pounds on you.
Less than 20 seconds to go. And they're both at the center of the ring as we come to 10 seconds.
It's like Jesse Streb's going to put up a major decision for the Chiefs here. 10-1 final. Makes the team score 7-0 for the Chiefs. And then one of their strengths this year has been their upper weight. So starting at 160, Cup probably had to feel pretty good for Coach Booth. Now we go to 182 pounds, and Cherokee will have to send out first. They introduced Jordan Krug at 182. We'll see if that's who it is. It is Jordan Krug for the Chiefs. And it will be Aiden McDaniel for Seneca. Couple of seniors with vastly different wrestling experiences. Jordan Krug been wrestling, I believe, several years, even before he got to high school. Aiden McDaniel just started the sport really when he got to Seneca. So it's, even though both are seniors, the experience level is rather different for the two gentlemen.
And Krug has that leg. He'll get the takedown.
Got a deep half in. If he gets that elbow a little deeper, now Aiden's in trouble. Got to fight now. Krug got to get a little more chest on chest. Reverses it to a regular half. Aiden's got to punch that left arm through and get back to his belly, and he does. 3-point near fall makes it 5. Sit and turn again. Keeps moving. Got to keep that motion going on the bottom.
A little over 30 to go in the first period. A commanding 5-point lead for Krug.
Trying to get a near side cradle. As you see the arm over the head, putting the head in the ribs. And McDaniel putting the left hip down to make it more difficult for Jordan Krug.
So less than 10 to go here.
And choice in the second period will go to Cherokee. So we'll see if they choose either certainly defense or will they defer. Coach Booth puts Krug down. Mike Booth, 4 years as head coach of Cherokee, 60-23. Former Camden Catholic wrestler, stellar high school career for Coach Booth. Both of these coaches with stellar high school careers, state place winners, both of them. Krug gets the reversal, makes it 7-0. Constant buzz of motion there by Jordan Krug. And now he looks to turn McDaniel.
They're both on their feet, and McDaniel will be awarded a point.
Oh, and a nice back door there by Krug for the takedown. Now makes it 9-1. Here's one of these instances where they're going to let him up. And it looks to me like Krug is going to try to take him right to his back from the standing position. He wasn't have much luck turning him. So he's going to try to make some sort of maneuver from the standing position, which takes Aiden McDaniel right to his back. That's certainly the goal of Jordan Krug at this point.
About 30 to go, and they're standing now.
Warning for stalling against Seneca. Aiden McDaniel, referee telling him that he has to quit backing up. Here comes that near side cradle attempt, or he's going to try to throw it. Oh yeah, cement mixer. He's going to lift him, try to put him right on his back, just as I thought. That's why they kept letting him up. Aiden's in trouble, and there's the pinfall. 3 minutes, 51 seconds, the time of the fall for Jordan Krug.
The first pin of the night goes to Jordan Krug of the Chiefs.
More bonus points for the Chiefs. 195-pound matchup now. Seneca will have to send first. They send Casey Shamanik. And Cherokee sends I believe that's Derek Strauss for Cherokee. Both men trying to control each other's head with a collar and elbow tie. Now here's where you want to be in the inside position. Notice both of them fight to get their hands inside the other's arms.
Seconds gone. So Strauss and Schmanik still on their feet. Fighting for leverage on top now. They look like they're out, and they are. They paused at a little over a minute. And they're back in action. Goes for the takedown.
No, they're going to call him out of bounds. Shamanik had good penetration, but just didn't finish. He never got around behind to lock the hands around the thigh area of Strauss, and Strauss was able to defend. Unfortunately, out of bounds. Fortunately, from a Seneca standpoint, they were out of bounds. Unfortunately for Cherokee. And there's a takedown. Nice crossface, nice stuff, good spin. Oh, that's trouble. That's trouble now the other way. Shamanik with Strauss on his back. Shamanik's got to lift the head there. He's close, but without lifting the head, he's got to get more chest on chest there.
Can he do it in the remaining time?
Short time. Strauss fighting it.
2 seconds. 1.
Doesn't get it. There's the near fall.
So no call.
Didn't have him. It's a good call by Papa. Didn't have him. Could see it right on the camera. He didn't have him. You could see daylight there. It was close. Didn't have him held there.
So Cherokee Strauss will be down.
Schmanik looking for an ankle pick here. Oh, that could, all right, gets it back. I was going to say, that's dangerous. And keeps that. Oh, nice switch. Real nice. Switch right into a cradle. That's trouble. What a turnaround this could be, Jack. And there it is.
What
a turnaround. 238. Now that's a 12-point swing. Shamanic couldn't put him away at the end of the first. And Strauss does.
So on account of Strauss, the Chiefs remain undefeated, and it was an interesting match.
Wow, that's huge, though. That's huge.
Because Strauss went for the initial pinfall, and then Schmanik went for one, and then it was Strauss who ultimately got the victory. 19-0 after 4.
It's going to be Liam Casey for the Golden Eagles. And Chris Pardo, I guess, for Cherokee.
Chris Pardo, and for Seneca, Liam Casey.
Fifth match of the night here.
Well, that's a big turnaround right there, because if Shamanic gets the pin at the end of the period, now we're 13-6 instead of 19-0. That's a 12-point swing there.
Huge for the Chiefs, not so huge for Seneca.
Well, that's one of those matches that, you know, that's a swing match there. That could come back to haunt the Golden Eagles later on.
So a little excitement, a little suspense from our last match here. And now both wrestlers standing.
Liam Casey, just a sophomore, only his second year of wrestling, came out as a freshman. Started wrestling just last year. 16-7 this year with 9 pins. It's been a very, very bright surprise for the Golden Eagle program at the upper weight. Sometimes he'll wrestle 220, sometimes he'll wrestle 285. Got a front headlock there. Trying to bury his head in the hole, but didn't spin fast enough. Now, good block arm work by Pardo. Real nice block arm there. Wouldn't let Casey spin behind. He goes the other direction. Oh, that's going to result in a takedown. Not yet. No, they're not going to give him anything. You know, when we saw Cherokee earlier, you know, we both commented when they wrestled Shawnee, there's no quit anytime they're on the mat. Obvious evidence by Strauss, who comes off his back to get a pin in the 95-pound match, and almost a takedown for Pardo there.
It's always a fight with them, grinding out points, grinding it out.
Chris Pardo chose bottom. It's one of those matches where I'm sure the Golden Eagles they're looking like this point like they need to get 6 here from Liam Casey. He said he's got 9 of them this year, but Chris Pardo is a tough customer to deal with. Came out to the front and got too far out front, and he's in trouble, and there's going to be a reversal, and there it is. Chris Pardo scores the first points of the match with a reversal. Liam Casey came out a little too far in front that time.
And this one has all the makings of a match coming down.
Oh, no leg. Ooh, that was nice job by Liam to get back to his base, but Pardo's got a nice crossface and had the tricep.
And he's out of bounds. No takedown there. Good job of strategically moving his way out of bounds was Casey.
Nice spiral ride to break him flat. Real good job by Pardo. And a western ride at the back end. That left leg of Liam Casey hooked by Pardo's right leg. Back to his feet. And he needs to get free to get his one at least. Needs to at least get his point. There's only 9 seconds. That should be neutral. It is neutral. So Casey scores in the last 3 seconds. A little prime time score there for Liam Casey. And now they'll choose bottom. Looks like and they've already, thought they were giving him neutral, but apparently not. So Liam Casey worked awful hard to get that one. By the end of the period, he needs to work just as hard to get back to his feet again to tie this match up. He's on his feet. Now he's got to get the hips away, and he's got to get back up again. Pardo doing a nice job of riding in the upper body area, keeping the weight and the pressure on Liam Casey. Guy's looking to get a hammer lock there. He's almost out, and he is out, and ties the match with a minute to go. Next takedown may decide this one.
This one comes down to the teeth, as both wrestlers recuperate.
Just catching a breath. It's exhausting down there when you're carrying around 220 pounds on top of you. Of course, if the match ends in a tie, we'll go to a 1-minute overtime. Now, can he score there? No. Front headlock by Pardo. Drives into him. Can Liam Casey cover the hips?
Twenty seconds to go. Less than 10 to go.
Can he circle with the left hand? If he circles left and brings up his left arm, he can drive him to his hip, but it isn't going to happen. We're going to go overtime. 1 minute. All right, sudden victory the first minute of overtime, Jack. Anybody who scores a point, either by takedown or anyway, wins the match. If nobody scores, then we'll go to 2 30-second periods, but we'll talk about that if and when we get there. Collar and elbow tie by both. Liam Casey has pretty good inside control in the tie-up. Pardo fighting to get his inside arm there. Now he does from the left side. Nice little shrug. Can he take him to the mat? No, they're going to call him out of bounds. Didn't keep. Remember the earlier match where the wrestler kept both feet in, the toes? Didn't happen there, so they're going to call it out of bounds every time. Very close. Nice shrug. Real nice shrug by Liam Casey, but just too close to the boundary.
Oof, close call there. That could have decided this one, considering the way they're wrestling now.
There's another shrug attempt, but nice job by Pardo. The inside tie makes it harder. Can he score? All right, now we have 2 30-second periods. Referee flips. Choice goes to Cherokee. Pardo takes bottom. Now, no matter what happens in this 30 seconds, Jack, they will switch positions for another 30 seconds. And if one wrestler scores more points than the other, that will end it. If they tie, nobody scores, or if they each score a point, then we go to a 30-second ride out or ultimate tiebreaker. And we'll discuss that if and when that gets there. Casey still in control. He's got to hold it for about 8 more seconds. And he rode him out. So now Liam Casey goes bottom. Now they wrestle the whole 30 seconds. So if Liam Casey, let's say, would get out in 10 seconds, they would still have to wrestle the entire 30. He's in a tripod. Now he's got to get free from that leg. This is the same situation Pardo was in. And Pardo couldn't break the hold. Down less than 10 now. Cherokee scored first. They will have choice. All right, they have chosen down. Here's what happens. If Cherokee gets out, they win, no matter what time. If he does it in 6 seconds, match is over. If Liam Casey can ride Chris Pardo out the whole 30 seconds, Seneca wins. That's why they call it the ultimate tiebreaker. He's got to break him flat. He's in a tough position, and there's it. Match is over. 3-2 in the ultimate tiebreaker, and the Chiefs now are in great position, up 22-0. Close match again. There you go. There's your swing matches. We've had 3 of the first 5. 3 of the first 5 matches could have gone either way, and they've all gone Cherokee's way. This is breaking about as bad as it could for the Seneca Golden Eagles.
What a match. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that one that extended for as long as it did. And to have that result is great for Cherokee.
Matt Angelov for Cherokee, Mike Kringler for Seneca.
For Cherokee, Mike Kringler.
Angelov, first-year wrestler. Kringler, a returner. This is a definite match that the edge goes to Cherokee here. So we'll have a blood timeout, 3 back points for the Chiefs. Long-time Cherokee head trainer Jeff Wood heads out to the center with one of his student athletic training assistants. Clean up the blood on Matt Angelov. So Jack, first 5 matches, you have 3 that one goes to the ultimate tiebreaker, if you wanted to call it 4th overtime in a way, and that goes Cherokee's way. First match of the night, a 2-1 Cherokee win, could have gone either way, goes for the Chiefs. The Shamanic match at 195 against Derek Strauss, Shamanic's got him on his back near the end of the first period. A lot of people in the Seneca fans and the coaching staff thought it was a pin, didn't get the call. Second period starts, Shamanic on top, reversal by Strauss, puts him to his back. Shamanic couldn't fight his way off, and it results in a pin for Cherokee. So those 3 of those 5 matches, which have been toss-ups, as we'll call them, have gone the way of the Chiefs.
And after 5, we've got a 22-0 grand score as the Chiefs heavily defend their home turf. And as we discussed earlier, 3 of the 5 matches very, very close. One of them went to the ultimate tiebreaker, and that's a very rare thing in this sport, but we got it, and it was exciting for sure.
Yeah, just to let the people know, Matt was bleeding there. You have 5 minutes of total blood time, and it accumulates throughout the course of the match. And once you stop the bleeding, then they stop the blood time. They don't count what they call cleanup time. So, minute 27 to go here in period number 1. Angelov down 5-0, and Kringler's looking pretty solid. Tough crossface. Winding it up, what some people refer to as a butcher. He needs to get higher on the tricep, though. If you notice, it's below the elbow. He gets higher on that tricep, which he just did right there. See how when he got high on the tricep, Jack, it took him right to his back? And now Kringler looking to put this match away. Now he comes out front.
Oh, now he's got some serious leverage.
Matt Angelov doing a fabulous job of fighting this. Trying to get back to his base, trying to get back to his belly, and he eventually does. Slips it into an arm bar, though, for Kringler. Still a pinning combination. That's why the referee has not awarded any points yet. Back to his back again. Matt Angelov, fabulous job of fighting the pin attempt by Kringler. It's going to be another 3 near fall. Seneca will have choice. Wouldn't surprise me if they take top here. He does take top. Quickly to his feet. Reversal, takes Angelov to his back again. And there's the pin, 2 minutes and 20 seconds. 28-0 now for the Chiefs.
So while the previous match went on for a very long time, this one concludes in less than 2 full periods. So we go from the top of the weight class to the bottom, and we are at the 106s now.
Chiefs are on the board via the forfeit. Now we go to 113 pounds. Seneca going to move Joe Manchio up to 113.
For Seneca, Joey Manchio, and for Cherokee, Jacob Schock.
And Cherokee responds with Jacob Schock. Joe Manchio, 25-1, one of the top 5 wrestlers ranked in Region 7 and 8. Just a freshman. Has already set a school record for wins as a freshman. He's already got a takedown. Looking to tilt Schock here. Now he's looking to stack him. Schock doing a nice job of fighting it. Manchio's got to lower his hips there. Or sit through. Now he's going to use the hammer and look for what they call double grapevines. He'll hook both of his legs through Schock. Schock doing a fine job fighting off his back here. A lot of time though, a minute to go.
Not very much space to work with though.
Schock gets off his back, great job. Oh, Manchio with a nice job there. And there's your pin. 1 minute 29 seconds, 1 minute 27 seconds, the time of the fall. 28-12. A bit of a roll for the Golden Eagles now. We'll see if we can keep it going. Wouldn't surprise me. 120 has to be Cherokee first.
And we'll take a look at our Cherry Hill Nissan replay on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com.
This must be Ryan Manahan. And there's the double grapevines, and watch when he arches his back here. And finishes with the pin. So it's Jack Graff for Seneca.
Jack Graff for Cherokee, Ryan Manahan.
And Ryan Manahan for Cherokee. The Golden Eagles took the forfeit at 6 and then moved each of their next 2 wrestlers up. Great takedown by Manahan. Good escape by Graff, kept the hand control working and got to his feet.
Two points awarded.
Yeah, nice defense by Manahan, and then the good spin around. Graff with a nice sit and turn and get another escape.
4-2 the score now.
Yeah, I just keep looking back to that 195-pound matchup with, if Shimonik gets that pin in the first, we're at 22-18, and we have a dog fight here.
Keep driving. Keep driving. Get it off your chin. Get it off your chin.
Manahan looking to work a front headlock. Real nice spin. It's a drill they do all the time. Having been a wrestler and a coach for many, many years, that's the spin drill that we work on all the time. And it paid off there for Ryan Manahan. Nice tilt. Didn't break the 45-degree plane, though, so we won't get any points out of it.
And
Choice going to go to Cherokee. They choose bottom. Ryan Manahan with a 6-2 lead at the end of period number 1. See if Graff can work something on the top here to get some back points out of this. Nice Granby roll. Excellent Granby roll. Old school move there, Jack. Great Granby roll to a nice reversal. Now he's got a real tight bar on the left side. Needs to get that elbow on his pec, right on his own chest. Take that elbow to the ear at this point. He's going over. And there's a fall. 2:42 the time. And now 34-12, and now the countdown begins as to can the Golden Eagles keep this match alive?
And now it's time to take it to our Cherry Hill Nissan replay of this pinfall, brought to you by Cherry Hill Nissan on the web at www.cherryhillnissan.com.
That was after the bar. Real nice job sitting through. Eventually lowered the hips. Did a great job there. 126 pounds. That's Randy Black for the Golden Eagles. I believe that's Nick Maffa for Cherokee.
For Seneca, Jeff Lake. For Cherokee, Nick Maffa.
Only 30 points left for all falls. If the Golden Eagles are going to get on a run, it needs to start now with Randy Black. Chiefs on the other side of the coin, nice lead of 22 points, and now they're going out there and they're feeling it right now. Jack, they're feeling it. They have come out here tonight and they've taken it right to the Golden Eagles.
There you go, that's it.
And the Chiefs missing 2 of their starters and have absolutely taken it to them. Nice takedown by Randy Black. You know, Jack, sometimes when you get people out of the lineup, you know, your other guys got to step up, and so far the Chiefs have done that. Might have got away with the locked hands there.
Going for that left leg there.
Nice work by Moffa to get the escape there.
Very close to the boundary line here, less than 30 to go. On a whistle here, danger to the head.
Yeah, potentially dangerous.
And now it's 10 to go. And the clock will wind down.
Got to keep being aggressive. You know, Randy Black got that first takedown and really hasn't shown much aggression on his feet since that first takedown. Got to wrestle aggressively. Certainly it's paid off for the Chiefs so far. Nice job by Nick Moffa again. Hand control, motion, motion, motion. Constant motion there by Nick Moffa and eventually results in the escape. Now Randy Black's got to go get it now if he wants it.
.30 going in the second period.
Now he needs to pull him back to the center. He's very close and he's not doing it, and they're going to eventually go out of bounds. You know, you get a guy on the line like that, Jack, and you got a single leg. You need to pull him back to the center and finish.
Three-quarter. Stuff his head.
No pressure on the head here.
Get you 2. Stuff his head.
Stalemate. Yeah, wasn't the greatest of shots by Moffa, and you got to make a kid pay for that. Same thing on the other side of the coin. You saw a couple instances earlier where Seneca's shots were a little weaker than what they should be, and Cherokee made him pay. So.
Going for that right leg.
Kind of looking to work a quarter Nelson, but then gives it up and goes for the back ankle. Got to get the hip free, and that's going to be another stalemate.
Both wrestlers start up. And that's it for 2 periods.
So Jeff Lake, I kept calling him Randy Black, and I watch him wrestle all the time. That's embarrassing. Nice. Good series of moves there by Jeff Lake. And follows it with a takedown. So there's some aggressiveness. Trying to dig the arm out into a hammerlock. Nick Moffa's got that left arm buried under his hip, and that's pretty good defense there. Minute to go.
Lake has the lead by a score of 5-2.
Got the leg in, but Moffa's doing a nice job tying up his arm.
Lake has to hold out for the next 31 seconds. And he'll get the victory.
Yeah, he'll get a regular decision, which is nice, but I think the coaching staff was looking for a little bit of bonus point here. He's running out of time. So a nice 5-2 win for Jeff Lake.
Lake defeats Moffa.
Brings the Golden Eagles within 19. Four matches remaining. It's going to be Randy Black for the Golden Eagles. And for the Chiefs, it looks like Keenan Rogers.
For Seneca, Randy Black, and for Cherokee, Sean Webb.
Oh, excuse me, it's Sean Webb. They're going to put Webb down at 32 today. A little too much distance there between the wrestlers to attempt a really good shot. Now he's looking for a front headlock. He's got the chin. Gonna try to throw that. Oh, and he slipped off, and that's gonna result in, oh, fortunately out of bounds. Very nice. Now as we go with a half. Oh, got to look on the way down. There was a half there to be had. Nice job of bellying out, though, by Sean Webb there, as he sensed that he could be susceptible to a half on the way down and quickly bellied out. Nice high crotch by Randy Black and finished it into a double beautifully.
So a little under 30 to go. They're both within the boundary lines now.
Heavy on that. Heavy on that.
4.8 left in this first period. 2-0 lead for Randy Black over Sean Webb. Cherokee will have choice when this period ends.
So just 2 points scored in that period, and they belong to Randy Black.
Cherokee chooses bottom. Looking for a cross wrist there. Webb looking to get hand control on the bottom. He's got it. Webb looking to get away to get his 1 point escape. Oh, and he does. First points on the board for Sean Webb, now trailing 2-1. They're back neutral again. Dangerous position. The elbows were out. Was down on his knees. He's in trouble. Webb's got the 2 takedown. He's going to get 3 backs. Sean Webb doing a great job here of keeping him on his back. Randy Black fighting off. Big 5-point move for Sean Webb with the takedown and the near fall. Golden Eagles choice in the third. Randy Black chooses bottom. 4 points behind, so he's got to make something happen. Nice job by Sean Webb. Caught Randy Black on his heels, on his knees actually. A little bit version of a cement mixer, threw him right to his back for 2 for the takedown, 3 for the near fall. Now he's working on a bar already. Sean Webb riding tough on top here. Yeah, good job. Finally got hand control made up. So he's 3 points behind. Needs to make something happen if you're a Seneca supporter here. Sean Webb with the 3-point lead, has no stalls.
Now, if you're Webb, do you try to wait this out, or?
Well, you don't need to force anything, Jack. You know, you don't want to, stall yourself out or anything, but you don't need to be the aggressor here. You know, you can defend at this point. And keep your hands out in front of you, tie the other guy's hands up. The clock is your ally right now.
But in this match, Cherokee has had that mentality of kind of grinding out points.
Yes, they have in this entire match tonight. They have been the better aggressive team. They've been the more aggressive team. They've taken it right to Seneca tonight. And there's a nice shot. He had the opening and he took it. Boy, you got to give Sean Webb a ton of credit because he could have played defense there, and the best defense, a good offense, Jack. And Sean Webb with a great shot and a great finish. And he is 35 seconds away from wrapping this match up for the Chiefs. Because there's only 3 matches left after this one. Comes back from a 2-0 deficit.
And with just under 10 remaining, it looks as though Webb is going to pick up the W.
8-4 win. Makes it 37-15, and that clinches it. So 2 times LDTV has come to Cherokee's gymnasium to see the Chiefs wrestle, and on both occasions, the Chiefs are going to go home with a victory tonight. 37-15, 138-pound matchup is next. That's going to be Roosevelt Jordan and Keenan Rogers.
For Seneca, Roosevelt Jordan. For Cherokee, Keenan Rogers.
So they both start out quite quickly. He goes for that right leg of Rogers, but they're back where they started. And they're out of bounds.
No score, minute 5.
And Jordan driving, but he's the one closest to the ground now. So under 5 to go. And that'll do it for one period.
No score. Choice goes to Seneca. They choose bottom.
.30 seconds off the clock. And they're both on their feet again. And Jordan is back on top, both on the scoreboard and physically. So a little over a minute to go now. Slowly but surely, this match moves along. 3-0 lead for Jordan. Oh, and he's going. He's fighting to get that left shoulder down, and he does. A pinfall for Seneca.
Good job.
It's Roosevelt Jordan who will increase Seneca's score to 21. That'll do it for the 138s. And it's the 145s now.
For Seneca, Alex Funches, and for Cherokee, Noah Bell.
So it's Funches and Bell out there. A minute 30 now.
All right, Alex Funches here against Noah Bell. Now, if you're Seneca, you just got to try to get the last 2 wins, make this match as close as you possibly can. They're on the cusp of making the playoffs, as is Cherokee, and you know this is one that.
And so a victory here will improve Cherokee's record to 14-8, and Seneca will drop to 14-6. (37-21) on the
It's
big
not a
board.
great matchup. Both of these kids are very experienced wrestlers. Both of them are very good wrestlers. They've had successful campaigns here in this particular season. So, you know, there was a lot of matches tonight that were toss-ups that all have gone Cherokee's way. Very nice takedown at the buzzer. Primetime points by Alex Funches. Be choice for Cherokee. Noah Bell chooses down. He's got a half in. Now what he's trying to do when you sweep him across his knee so he can get some leverage to put him on his back. Nice job by Noah Bell not to let that happen. Referee stopping it. There wasn't any action going on. If you noticed on the camera, you saw Noah Bell's headgear going down around his neck. First of all, it's very uncomfortable. Second, a little dangerous. You don't want to expose the ears. You see a lot of old-time wrestlers that have what they call cauliflower ears. You've probably seen them, where the ears have all kind of swollen up and they almost look like they're shut. Trying to roll that wrist out into a hammerlock and put it on Noah Bell's back. Noah Bell did a nice job getting the hand back to the mat and crawling the fingers forward to prevent that. Funches with a 2-0 lead.
Less than 40 now in our 145 contest.
Good tight waist there by Funches. Trying to roll that wrist out. Oh, now he's got it nice there. Might lock that up. Oh, he just gave it up. I'm not sure why. He had the nice cross-face cradle set up, and I'm not sure why Alex let it go. He felt it slipping away. Oh, nice follow. Nice move by Bell. Nice follow by Funches. Good wrestling there. 2 periods in the books. Funches will go down now.
Come on, Alex, up and out. Head up.
2 minutes to go. Let's see if Noah Bell can get on the board for Cherokee.
Keep that hand. Keep that hand. Keep it. Turn it now. Scoot your hips away and go. Scoot your hips away and go.
Oh, Bell works a bar with the left arm. And he's trying to turn him. Alex Funch is trying to keep that left hip down. He's crawled the right. Oh, now he's got a one-on-one with it. That's going to be tough to. Funch is fighting it, but he's looking like he's going to go over. He hasn't broken the 45 degrees yet. If Bell goes around the head, there it is. He only got a 1 count. Alex has to somehow get that left hand back on the mat, get that left hip down. He still hasn't broken the 45 degrees yet. Now he's got to free that arm. He's got to get that left arm back to the mat somehow. Got to fight to get that left arm back if you're Funches. Now get that hand on the mat. Left hip down. Noah Bell doing everything he can to turn him. $20 seconds to go.
This could very well be a 2-point match.
Now he's got to keep that hand control. You see he has the hand underneath there. Funches is going to hold on and get a 2-0 win for the Golden Eagles. Well, we have our next matchup. Getting ready. Let's look at our crew. Thanks to all the crew. Liam Keller, Tim Smith, Josh Gladstone, Alyssa Biederman, Sean Kelly, Hannah Voro, Kayla Ferrisy, Will Forcier, Anton Specht. Our option 2 kids were Adam Derengowski, Tony Devlin. Sideline reporters, fabulous as always, Sam Voro, myself, Scott Glossner, and the best announcer in the country, Jack Watson.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Scott.
Of course, DJ Deeney and Dana Sparrow in the truck, making sure we stay in the boundaries of where they want us. That's not always easy with us, Jack.
Yeah, you got to keep us in line, right?
Score from there, Dominic.
Dom Ross for Seneca, and I'm guessing that's Jake Reese for Cherokee. Nice takedown by Dom Ross. Good job by Reese to get to his feet. They go out of bounds. Looking for a back tilt. Jake Reese doing a nice job to avoid getting tilted up there. good work. Jake Reese gets to his feet and gets it loose and gets his single point to make it 2-1 now.
Less than 10 seconds to go. Oh, very close to getting both of those shoulders there. And he'll get a couple points for that, but...
Nice takedown at the buzzer, but it was close. He almost trapped him on his back there. Choice should go to Cherokee, or Seneca at this point. Looks like we got a little blood time.
And if you'd like to purchase a copy of this LDTV Sports match between the Seneca Golden Eagles and the Cherokee Chiefs, please visit www.lrhsd.org/LDTV copies. And if you'd like to catch our next game here on LDTV Sports, it's going to be the Cherokee Chiefs at the Lenape Indians in varsity girls basketball action. For a full schedule of all of our LDTV Sports broadcasts, please visit www.lrhsd.org/LDTV.
That's a rematch from a game we did on LDTV here at Cherokee earlier this season, where the Chiefs had a pretty good lead in the third quarter. Lenape never gave up and ended up winning with less than 3 seconds to go. So I'm sure that tomorrow night, when that game does take place, the Chiefs are going to go into Lenape with a little bit of revenge on their mind. And should be an excellent, exciting matchup, just like tonight was. You know, we've had some great contests here all winter season on LDTV, and the playoffs aren't far away.
.20 seconds gone, and it's Ross who is behind Jake Reese. Reese will get 1 point.
Another nice escape and good work by Jake Reese. 4-2 now. Ross with a pair of takedowns in this match. Reese with a pair of escapes. Minute to go in the second period. And another takedown for Dom Ross, and another almost throw to his back. And I think we have blood time again for Jake Reese. Trading staff headed back out.
And with that,
Today's game on LDTV Sports, sponsored by Deborah. For care that's extraordinary, demanddeborah.org. Cherry Hill Nissan, home of the friendly Nissan giant. On the web at cherryhillnissan.com. Philadelphia Wholesale Produce Market. All the best, all right here. 215-336-3003. Or on the web at www.pwpm.net. Comegno Law Group, specializing in general and special education law, representing individuals, families, public boards of education, and independent schools. 888-313-IDEA or ComegnoLaw.com. Wilmore School of Gymnastics, where every child is special. In Mount Laurel, 856-234-5292. And in Medford, 609-654-9337. Medford Village Car Care, serving the area's car care needs for 30 years. Located at 11 North Main Street in Medford. 888-654-4023. For information on how your business can become a sponsor of LDTV Sports, contact Joe Malagrana, LDTV Underwriting Manager, at 609-268-2000, extension 8680, or by email jmalagrana@lrhsd.org.
And we're back here on LDTV Sports.
No big action. Dom Ross almost had a turn. He got a 1 count. Oh, a nice little Granby try there at the buzzer by Jake Reese. Another second or two, he might have gotten that point. Seneca chooses neutral. Dom Ross has already had 3 takedowns in this match. See, Jake Reese now has a wrap on his head as he had a cut or something on the forehead, which they eventually stopped the bleeding, but to prevent it from reoccurring, they put the wrap on his head.
Square to him, square to him. Square up to him.
And they'll go back to the middle after being out of bounds. And if you're Ross, you want to hang on for these remaining few moments.
Well, you just don't want to make a bad mistake here. You know, you've had 3 takedowns. You've been pretty dominant on your feet. You just want to continue what's got you there. There's a nice shot. Oh, a little bit of a flurry there. Let's see if Dom switches back off to the double. Needs to bring him back into the center. Both men in a collar and elbow tie. Both trying to work hand control and get the inside position. 45 seconds remaining. Attempted shot by Reese, defended nicely by Ross, but Reese looking for what they call a Merkle, but again, right on the end, right on the boundary line. The wrap has come off of Jake Reese's head. It was driving him crazy, so he threw it aside. "30 seconds, needs what we call a home run or a big move here, some sort of 5-point move like we saw earlier tonight from Sean Webb. He's looking for a headlock. That's pretty smart. Dom Ross has, now here's where Dom's got to just stay away. Don't let him be in there. You don't even want to be in a tie-up at this point. For fear of a throw like that, you don't want to be anywhere near your opponent now. You got 5 seconds to go. You just circle here. Just circle, circle, circle. No tie-ups, just circle. Use your hands to defend. Nice win for Dominic Ross, 6-2 variety. Big win for the Chiefs. Big win. Big win. A couple of guys out of the lineup, and they come up big tonight.
So a final win for Dom Ross, but in the end, it's the Cherokee Chiefs, 37-27. They improved to 14-8, and the Golden Eagles dropped to 14-6. And that's the end of action here.
Coach Booth's kids came out ready to wrestle tonight and took it right to Seneca right from the opening whistle on each match. They jumped off to the big 28-0 lead. After 6 matches, the Chiefs were up 28-0, and that was too big of a deficit, too big of a hole, if you will, for Seneca to crawl out of.
But Seneca did make their presence felt. And now it's time for our All-State You're in Good Hands play of the game, sponsored by Michael McDyer, CLTC. And that number is 609-654-1426 or Michael McDyer at allstate.com. Allstate, you're in good hands.
The big win by Chris Pardo in the ultimate tiebreaker where you have to get out to win. If you're ridden, you lose. And he gets out away from Liam Casey, and a big win for the Cherokee 220-pounder Christopher Pardo.
A huge win there. That was arguably one of the most exciting ones we'd seen tonight.
Yes, it was. You know, but we all roll back. I can't help but roll back to the 195-pound match where Derek Strauss was almost pinned at the end of the first period, came off his back to record a pin in the second period, and that 12-point swing. And if you look at the final score of a 10-point win for Cherokee, that 12-point swing there is the difference in tonight's matchup.
And now it's time for our Reconstructive Orthopedics Player of the Game. 1-800-896-RECON or on the web at www.reconstructiveortho.com. Now let's send it down to Sam Varro with our Player of the Game. Sam?
With senior Derek Strauss. So what was going through your mind when you almost got pinned?
I just get off my back, honestly, because the last match I got pinned too. And I just couldn't let the team down with that. And I just had to get my points and start the match and wrestle my match.
Okay, so how were you able to recover from that?
I just knew that, he was getting tired, and I just wanted to wear him down and wrestle my match then. So then I just went from bottom, and I caught the leg, and I got him in a cradle.
Well, congratulations, and good luck in the playoffs. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Sam, and thanks, Derek Strauss. Congratulations to the Chiefs, by the way, on a 37-27 final score. Huge win on their home turf.
Turning point of the night, Jack. No question in my mind. The turning point of the night.
Lots
and the
of
Chiefs
momentum.
rode the momentum to victory.
And the Seneca Golden Eagles travel to Cherokee High School. They drop to the Chiefs. The Chiefs improve to 14-8, and the Golden Eagles drop to 14-6. That's all she wrote here at Cherokee High School. For Scott Glossner, Sam Varro, and everyone here at LDTV Sports, I'm Jack Watson. Thank you very much for tuning in.
This program was produced by Lenape District Television.
Do you have a plan to increase security in places like that?
The district has up-to-date and well-tested emergency response plans